And boom, we are live. What's up, everybody? It is Mr. Drew here to welcome you to another episode of the Andrew Gloszewski Experience. This is going to be episode 500. I should have had something planned for an episode like this one. I don't. I'm just going to pick up where we left off. We're going to focus on this guy. Well, it's a good pose. Yeah. Yeah, I got some references, but instead of like trying to find them or anything like that, I was like, let me just pull them up. I got one of the greatest websites that I've ever come across. I use it for references all the time. Is The Fighters Generation. I thought this was like a super old website, but apparently it wasn't. Apparently it's one that even to this day just is constantly updating, and I was like, oh, okay. So it has like all these old references, and I have these somewhere in like a PDF file. I have like old ancient references in like video game magazines and all this other stuff, right? So kind of have but instead of like trying to find all that stuff, because I like know where it is, I just don't want to like do the work to find it anymore. I figured I'd go through these things and kind of look at all these references that they have here, and just look at a little bit of all the different like mechanical things that are going on with this. These are all references from a old game called Cyberbots, right? And this game actually kind of really took a whole, well, didn't take a whole, has like a similar system to Armored Core, the whole new Armored Core game that came out, as far as like the mechs and the robots and all that stuff. You know, kind of like this guy. If you know, they it's like a fighting video game, right? But it gave you different arms, different secondary weapons, and then a different set of legs that you could work with, all kind of like light, medium, heavy, but also, you know, it kind of gave you the same thing. So Armored Core kind of does the same, where it kind of gives you all these options as far as like customizing your mech and all that. So this game, really old, had the same system, but I'm not gonna say that like they made it, because I don't know about all that. But I just think it's interesting. So this is one of the sets of references that I have here. I kind of didn't get what I wanted when I was looking at it. I was like, these are good references. Like, I definitely want to use them, but they're not exactly what I'm looking for. Like I said, when I'm drawing these things, it was like to find something to work with the eye patch, and to make the head not so boring where it's plain, like Gary Oldman's character in Fifth Element, where it's just, you know, a piece of plastic, or even the first iMac desktop computer, how it had like that clear plastic covering. It was like kind of get that but don't get that, and I figured like these robots came to mind, and I was gonna pull up my old references. Like I said, I got PDFs of like old magazines and old video game whatever pamphlets and all that other stuff that has all like a little bit more in-depth of that. But I was like, I don't want to do all that setup, so I'm just gonna go use these references here off the Fighters Generation. That's thefightersgeneration.com. Check it out. It's one of the best fighting video game websites like ever. I don't even know who runs it, you know what I mean? Like I said, I did it almost comes off as like one of those old ancient websites. Like when I first made a website back when I was in like high school or something. and it was like when Wix was first coming out and it was free. And I made like a few web pages off of that, and you know, they looked like they were straight out of the 80s and 90s and stuff. So yeah, the website looks a little bit like that, but like way better. I don't even mean no disrespect. So I got my my references, and let me do this, and hopefully I don't crash the computer doing this. Alright, so yeah, I want to explore these and see if these little robot references are going to give me any sort of inspiration to kind of, I don't know. So that's one. That's the I forget what that one's called. It's called like Reptos or something like that. It's kind of like the Reptos look. It's pretty badass, honestly. Let's So that is going to be the end of this one, man. I am G Mr. Drew. It's at G Mr. Drew on all socials. Follow, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. gmrdrew.art. The website is right there. Check it out. That's gonna be it, man. I'm out of time. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. Peace.